Have you ever heard of the case of Adnan Syed? He was convicted of the 1999 murder of his high school girlfriend, Hae Min Lee. The case gained worldwide recognition in 2014 when the hit podcast serial by radio producer Sarah Koenig raised questions about the evidence in the case. Adnan had spent over 20 years in prison when in September 2019, a Baltimore judge overturned his murder conviction on the grounds that the state had violated its legal obligation to share exculpatory evidence with the defense. This decision set in motion a long process, and on Tuesday, the Maryland Appeals Court denied a request to reconsider the reinstatement of his conviction and life sentence. Adnan's conviction was overturned when young Lee, Hae Min Lee's brother, appealed that state prosecutors had violated the state law that requires sufficient notice to victims of hearings prior to overturning the conviction. The Maryland court decided the violation of rights was not enough to reinstate Adnan's conviction without violating his right to protection against double jeopardy. Adnan's lawyers asked the court to reconsider their decision on the grounds that precedents had not been followed. On Tuesday, this request was denied by the court, who said Adnan's argument had not been previously raised and his motion couldn't be taken into account. In response, lawyer Erica Suter claimed that the appellate court had failed to assess whether the errors in the trial had an impact on the proceedings and said his case would continue to be reviewed in the Supreme Court of Maryland. Adnan remains free for now. His case has gained widespread media attention thanks to his story being told on Serial. Its success has been credited with bringing a forgotten case to life, as well as raising questions about miscarriages of justice. The appeals court's ruling could either be the last step in Adnan's case or the beginning of a further, lengthy legal battle. One thing is certain, this case will remain one of the most talked about cases in the world. It brings to the surface a number of questions about justice and the criminal justice system. The Maryland Appeals Court's decision will be appealed in the Supreme Court of Maryland. The decision there could provide insight into the outcome of this well-known case. As the case continues, it will become clearer whether or not Adnan's conviction stands, or if he will be given a chance at redemption. The case of Adnan Syed is far from over. Follow his story as it continues to develop and witness a potential injustice being reversed.